Does luck exist at all? Do you ever believe sometime in your life that you are lucky? Well, Bruce Springsteen doesn't agree with you and your thoughts of being lucky. Springsteen once said, "When it comes to luck, you make it your own." 8-year-old Julie Amber was excited when her Aunt Nancy showed up to visit. Nancy, however, wanted some idle time with her sister, so she sent Julie on a mission. "Go outside and see if you can find a four-leaf clover, and I'll give you $1 for each one you bring me." The odds of her getting a long one-on-one conversation with her sister were pretty good. Studies show there is only one four-leaf clover for every 10,000 three-leaf clovers. A few minutes later, however, Julie was back in the house with a four-leaf clover. Aunt Nancy gave her $1 and sent her back out again. A few more weeks passed and Julie was back with one another. In short order, she returned 3 more times. The final time with a five-leaf clover, which is very rare. The legend that four-leaf clovers are lucky comes to us from the Druids of an ancient Ireland. They believed a four-leaf clover would protect them from bad luck. Today, Julie is a successful Atlanta-based artist, and she still has an uncanny knack for finding four-leaf clovers. A skeptic, however, might suggest that it is her artist's eye for detail which enables her to find so many. After reading the story, if changes of thoughts occurs in your mind, even in a single percent, you may proceed and come with me with this persuasive journey. According to Cambridge English Dictionary, luck is the force that causes things, especially good things, to happen to you by chance and not as a result of your own efforts or abilities. Most of the searchable dictionaries online have the same definition of the word luck, making more people to believe that luck is a matter of chance. In fact, luck is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of being open to new experiences, hard work, perseverance, and positive thinking. In a study to be published in the Journal of Philosophical Psychology, Hales and experimental psychologist Jennifer Johnson tested their hypothesis that optimists are more likely to see other people's experiences as lucky, while pessimists focus on misfortune in the same set of facts. They use real-life stories of ambiguous luck. For example, a Japanese man who survived the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in World War II, practically unscathed, and lived a long life, and an American soldier who had a rocket-propelled grenade which did not explode lodged in his abdomen. Both men survived horrific experiences, which makes them lucky, unless you think that the fact that bad things happen to them at all makes them unlucky. To assess the relationship between personality traits and perceptions of fortune, Hales and Johnson gave study participants a commonly psychological assessment, the life orientation test. With this, the researchers determined the extent to which subjects were optimists or pessimists. Next, study subjects rated the luck of people in ambiguous real-life stories as unlucky, somewhat unlucky, somewhat lucky, or lucky. The researchers found a significant positive correlation between subjects' level of optimism and how lucky they thought others were. According to Hales, one of the things this means is that the more optimistic you are, the more you think others are lucky. If you are more of a pessimist, you're likelier to see others as suffering bad luck. But the extent of our optimism isn't the only thing that influences how we evaluate luckiness. Language that used to frame a story also influences the way we perceive events. That is to say, we're only as lucky as we think we are, and luck begets luck. Luck, a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Feeling unlucky creates fear and anxiety, which in turn makes us less likely to seek opportunities. Lucky people are to some degree those who keep their eyes, minds, and hearts open, making themselves available for fortune. As mentioned earlier, luck is a matter of positive thinking. Next to it, lucky persons are open to experiences. While lucky people often chalk up their good fortune to chance, what's actually going on is that they are good at creating and noticing opportunities. They do in various ways, including networking and being open to new experiences. In contrast, unlucky people are often more introverted, preferring to spend time on their own. Unlucky people also embrace routines, sticking with the familiar and avoiding surprises. Their traits forbid them to experience and explore new things that would totally help and develop them. Lucky people, however, like to keep things interesting by varying their choices. They try a new route to work, or pick a different coffee shop each morning. Weisman said that lucky people often go to considerable lengths to introduce variety into their lives. If you want to be lucky, add some variety to your life. Meet new people, go to new places, and increase the possibility of those chance opportunities the lucky people always seem to run into. Luck, though, isn't just about trying new things. Luck is also about hard work, even when it is well hard. A 1994 study suggested that lucky people are the ones who continue to try, even when faced with obstacles. Study initiator Richard Wiseman said, people have to persevere. They have got to stick at it. People give up too soon. The ones who achieve their goals are the ones who, when they hit obstacles, don't just give up and pack it in. Then try again. They find another route. They are versatile. They are flexible. They have new ways of finding solutions. Luck is accepting its responsibility for who you are. Luck is being the person who drives the bus, not the person who is driven. If you really like to have good luck, you have to work harder to through the times of bad luck to get there. It is not just simply saying things positively. It also depends on our goal and will to do and achieve what we desire. I do not 100% guarantee you that fortune will favor those who work hard, but I can promise and assure you that effort and hard work will lead you to what you call luck. Despite of the obstacles, challenges, problems, you will conquer it if you believe in you and your capacity to do it. Hard work is a stair and luck is a lift. Sometimes the lift may fail, but the stairs will always take you to the top. Aside from this, there is a popular quote regarding luck, and it goes like this. Luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. Generally, we can infer this concept that luck alone does not exist in the world. But I think we had better define each word located in this phrase than we interpret and analyze the whole phrase. These are luck, preparation, and opportunity. I mean, unless we define these words, we may not be able to get out the correct and exact concept from this phrase which we are looking for. Luck naturally does not exist in the world like other phenomena such as chemical elements, natural sources, edible substances, wearable things, and generally touchable and visible things. When we talk about these tangible and objective phenomena, we can see them, touch them, and measure them. So maybe one of the problem of definition of luck is not having objective and tangible form. Otherwise, the understanding of luck is not very hard. Most of the problems which we have about democracy, human rights, religions, peace, security, wisdom, minds, poems, philosophy, rationality, legislation, luckiness, goodness, badness, beauty, crime, sin, guilt, paradise, hell, next world, like Islamic task as jihad, holy war, and so on are related to not having an exact interpretation and definition from this phenomena. In other words, all the people do not have the same impression and interpretation from the following terms. In this case, I can say that all the problems like World War I, World War II, Cold War, all civil wars are in all countries of the world, religious wars which happened in the past among the followers of different religions are all derived from the bad and wrong interpretation and understanding of this phenomenon. The second component of this sentence is preparation. Literally, preparation means to be or to get ready for performing an activity or doing an action. In other words, we can say when we are prepared for doing something, it means that we are ready to accept the advantages and risks of this job. It is open to the public that everything has problems and privileges, and a wise man always thinks about both of them, not only the benefits. So that was the literal conception of preparation. Now, let me explain the lexical concept of this word. From my point of view, when we mention the lexical of the meaning of one word, directly the function or usage of this word comes to our mind, then it is a bit hard to find the right device via which we can measure these kinds of words. So the function of preparation means that we should complete a job mentally and physically. At the time, we can bear all the consequences of what we are doing. Otherwise, we may very soon and easily admit our defeat and mistakes. What does it mean to accept our defeat and fault? I do believe that we should admit our mistakes and defeats because it shows our greatness and a huge generous spirit from one hand. On the other hand, we will learn a lot from accepting our defeats and faults. But when I say that we should not accept our defeat and mistakes very easily, I mean that we should not lose all our self-confidence and determination. In other words, this acceptance should not indicate our weakness and low spirit. The third component of this saying is meeting. Meeting and preparation are indisputable. You can never meet any challenges or problems when you are not prepared, or you can meet the challenges when you are prepared. Meeting has several meanings literally, but the lexical meaning of meeting is this, that we must have the courage and ability to bear the challenges and troubles, or we should be ready for running the hazards if we want to get the achievements of our targets and goals. The fourth component of this sentence is an opportunity. What is the difference between opportunity and luck? Which one of these phenomena is dependent and which one of them is independent? Which one of these two words is subjective and which one of them is subjective? Or when we say opportunity and luck, the first word which comes to our mind is what? Opportunity or luck? And many more questions. But from my point of view, the opportunity is an independent phenomenon and luck is a dependent phenomenon. Because this is an opportunity which defines and creates luck, that is why we say opportunity is a matter of preparation, meeting luck. So, it shows that luck does not have any meaning without opportunity. This is an opportunity which paves the way for happening, success, and luck. And generally, in the above-mentioned phrase, luck means comfort, happiness, fortune, position, success, enjoyment, power, and prosperity. Therefore, we cannot get all these values unless the society does give the chance, which means the opportunity to us. In that case, luck is not really a matter of chance. It signifies your preparation and persistency. Your persistency to try at any time with so much preparedness is like hitting two birds with one stone. The preparation you have done, you've worked for will be paid off anytime soon. Just be persistent enough to wait for your moment so that you can be one of the luckiest. On the whole, I can say that luck gets its meaning and existence from opportunity, and opportunity gets its meaning and existence from preparation. There is no any luck and opportunity without preparation. If we want to be lucky to get the opportunity of having, enjoying, doing, owning, giving, taking, saying, and generally living luckily, we must be prepared and ready for these things. I, Carlos Ivan and Ancheta, stand and believe that luck is not a matter of chance. We should not be dependent on it. We have our own hands, our own mind, our own decisions. We should initiate, we should work, we should move to be better and to develop ourselves. We can be better with our own. We cannot just depend on luck. We have to think further. And I want to conclude this speech that we can be better if we choose it. Again, I'm Carlos Ivan and this is Luck is not a matter of chance. Lucky.